I would like to thank Oculus for sponsoring this video. Alright, howdy gents, welcome to Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. As someone who loved all the previous World War II Medal of Honor games, I was very interested in diving into this World War II Medal of Honor game. However, this time it's in virtual reality. Above and Beyond puts you in the boots of a soldier in the later stages of World War II, where you'll participate in some of the biggest moments of the war. It's actually thanks to the Oculus Quest 2 I was able to experience World War II like never before. It's very different to see, shoot, and reload famous World War II weapons like the M1 Garand, the Thompson S&G, or the German STG-44, to name a few, in VR versus doing it in a non-VR game. The stress of seeing multiple enemies rush your position while you have to put a new magazine in your weapon is very unique. Luckily, Above and Beyond lets you grab just about anything in the levels to use as a weapon, Saving Private Ryan style. However, before we talk more about Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, I quickly just want to mention how much better the Quest 2 really is compared to previous VR experiences I've had. No longer do you have to have almost half a dozen thick wires connected from your headset to your PC, and you install games directly onto the headset, so no need to be connected to your computer at all. Now, whether you play in the living room, which is what I did, or the kitchen, or even at your grandmother's house, the Quest 2 is very versatile. This to me is such a huge step up, and at a price that's way more affordable, allowing more people to enjoy games such as Medal of Honor Above and Beyond around the world. So talking about Above and Beyond, it actually features 3 distinct game modes, both a single-player campaign and a single-player survival game mode, as well as 5 multiplayer game modes. And today, we're going to take a look at their unique Mad Bomber multiplayer game mode and the single-player survival game mode. So the survival game mode sees you go up against relentless waves of enemies for a certain period of time. Your job is just to survive on the map by running around, gunning down enemies, and trying not to get killed. Now you can play this on 6 different maps, and each map has its own high score, so you need to try and beat your high score on every map depending on how you do. Depending on how challenging you want survival to be, you can add up to 6 different modifiers to either increase or decrease your score multiplier per enemy you kill. For example, trying a no grenade challenge might make it harder to remove clusters of enemies, or for example, enabling a double health, allowing enemies to take more bullets before you kill them, can increase or decrease your multiplier. With 6 mod slots and a ton of different mods, this basically means never-ending replayability in the survival mode. A little side note for some of the Medal of Honor veterans, there is a train survival level, and the classic Sturmgeist's Armor Train soundtrack from Medal of Honor Frontline started playing, and it was such a nice nod to the franchise's history, and also to Michael Giacchino, who was brought back to actually compose the soundtrack for Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. What made me feel like a real badass was to kill an enemy, grab his gun off the floor, immediately then continue to rain down hell on his comrades. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond obviously also features multiplayer, which sees up to 12 players duke it out in 5 modes over 10 different maps. Now, besides the game modes you may be familiar with, like Team Deathmatch, or Domination, it also features 2 unique game modes called Mad Bomber and Blast Radius. So Mad Bomber sees you plant bombs while trying to defuse enemy placed bombs to win the match. Now, finding a bomb is not the hardest part because they do make a loud ticking noise. Defusing them may be harder as you definitely are very vulnerable while you're trying to take the timer off of an enemy bomb. Trying to find creative places to put your bomb and then defend it from other players is the way to win in this game mode. Blast Radius is basically deathmatch on crack. Random zones will appear on the map which give you a 5-time score multiplier when you kill enemies inside that zone. Besides this 5-time multiplier, also Panzerfaust rocket launchers spawn around in these zones to add some extra kaboom to your Blast Radius session. Multiplayer game modes allow you to customize your loadout. Now, personally, I like getting up and close. However, you can bring a sniper with a bunch of grenades if you want to stay at long range, or you can, like I said, go gun-ho with an SMG and a lot of health syringes to keep yourself in the fight longer. Now, talking about guns, there's obviously quite a couple to use. Just to name some of the classics like the M1 Garand, the Kar 98, or Hitler's Buzzsaw, the MG42, some lesser known weapons also are available. Personally, I loved using the trench gun, such a fun and unique experience to do in VR. Now, of course, the great thing about the guns is that you do not just press the number 1, 2, or 3 key to switch between them, or you press the R key to reload. You'll have to empty your M1911 pistol, hit the mag release, grab a mag from your hip, ram it in there, cock the slide, now you're good to go. Are you using a Kar 98? You just fired a round, you gotta now bolt the actual next round into position. This goes for all of the guns, and it's a very unique experience to see obviously how these animations are different between all of the guns in the game.
Nice work! No one found your bomb! But see if you can get an enemy next time.
The biggest surprise to me so far has been the ability to pull the pin on a grenade with your teeth while you're having a gun in your hand and you really need to get that grenade thrown. You can do it with your teeth, which is such a unique thing I've never seen before in a VR title. Medal of Honor has always been one of my favorite World War II video game series, and it's great to see now that owners of the Oculus Quest 2 have the ability to finally play Medal of Honor on their system.
Good work, you're in the top 3.
Bin wieder bereit!
I would like to thank Oculus once again for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Cheers.